After owning a digital marketing agency for 17 years, I've seen businesses just get absolutely sunk because of hiring the wrong SEO company. Most marketing agencies will happily sell themselves to you, and after a few months of things going really well, they'll start just burning your money month after month. And obviously, I would love to sell you on us. For now, I just want to give you the 7 things you really need to be looking for when you're thinking about hiring an SEO company. So let's dive into them. So I'm going to categorize these into 2 different categories. One is going to be based on the company legitimacy, which are going to be the first 2 points, and then the next are going to be on the metrics and the work that's actually being done by those agencies. Those will be the last 5. Item number 1 is company reviews. So this seems like an obvious one. Oftentimes, people will just look at Google reviews and they'll stop there. It's pretty easy to get fake Google reviews, as you've probably seen. So yeah, check them out, but then dig a little bit deeper. Check out Facebook, Yelp, any other sources online that they're at. But one of the best tricks you can do is to actually go onto Google and type inside double quotes the company's name. So if you were going to research Raptor Digital Marketing, which is our company, you would type double quotes, Raptor Digital Marketing, end with double quotes. And what this does is it's going to find every reference to only Raptor Digital Marketing in Google. It has to be in that order with that exact spelling. The beautiful part about that is if people have left bad reviews on obscure websites, you're going to find those. Obviously, the first page is going to come up with a lot of pages that company owns. So if you do the search on us, you're going to see our Yelp page, Facebook page, Clutch, a bunch of other random sites like that. Go a few pages in and actually dig deep to see if this company looks legitimate. Okay, item number 2 is to just audit the company manually. And what I mean by that is pick up the phone and call them. If nobody answers, major red flag. That actually happens quite a bit. And that sounds kind of funny, but if they don't answer when a potential customer is calling, they're definitely not going to answer when you call as a client. Don't keep chasing people that don't answer the phone. And if they do answer the phone, ask to talk to somebody in development, ask to talk to somebody who's over their marketing, ask to talk to people who are not in sales and see how difficult it is. If they tell you that you have to create a ticket or that you have to wait and somebody will call you back, that at least gives you a feel. I'm not saying that these are bad companies, but at least gives you a feel of how difficult it's going to be to get a hold of somebody that you actually want to talk to. I feel that marketing agencies that are successful should be able to get you to a human very quickly who's competent, knows your account, knows basically what goals you have, what metrics you're measuring, and be able to talk to you about them. So pick up the phone, call the company, don't tell them you're looking to buy, just get to know them and see if it feels like it's a good fit. The last 5 are going to be about metrics or the work that this company is going to produce. So when you're interviewing companies, thinking about ones you want to hire, you're going to want to ask them, what can I expect every month? What are you going to do for me? Don't volunteer this information because of course they're just going to say, oh yeah, we do all of that. And that's obviously not what you want to know. You want to know if they actually do this. So number 1, a good SEO company, they're going to have a contract. They want to protect themselves, but a good company also wants to protect you. So in that contract, they should have amount of time that they expect the results that you're looking for, what kind of work they're planning to do to get those results, and how those results are going to be measured. All those things should be in there. There shouldn't be any crazy clauses in there like saying that they own all your digital channels or you can't move their website from their host, nothing like that. It should just be a cut and dry, simple contract. Okay, number 2, every month you should get at least 1 report. We call ours an executive summary over here. The idea is that this report should give you all of the work that was finished, basic reports on your numbers, like where you're ranking in search engines, in AI, LLMs, things like that, traffic to your website, and any other metrics that are actually useful for you measuring what's going on in your business. So this should be something that's standard, usually at least once per month you should be getting them. Okay, so number 5, your company that you're thinking of hiring should expect to do a monthly meeting with you. This shouldn't be something where they say, hey, if you want to, we can. They should actually kind of demand it. The reason for this is that if you're not able to express what's working and what's not with your marketing agency, how are they going to make adjustments to do a better job for you? If the company tells you, hey, if you want a meeting, we can do it, but otherwise we can do this without it, they're basically saying we can do work for you without any feedback from you. That's not going to work very well. In that meeting, you should expect them to go over the monthly executive summary or the report, go over what the results are looking like, find out how many sales you're getting, new customers, things like that. Find out if what they're doing is actually working so that if it's not, they can pivot within that contract. So essentially adjust the work that they're doing to make sure you're actually getting the leads, the sales, the revenue that you're looking for. All right, number 6 is the minimal tasks completed, which means a good SEO company is going to have a minimum amount of tasks that they do each month that is expected to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. If, let's say, we're talking about just SEO, just ranking in Google, let's say Google My Business for a very specific keyword, they should be able to look and say, you are currently number, let's say 17 for this keyword. And of course, everybody wants to be number one, and be able to look at your competitors and say, hey, you need this many citations. We need to make some adjustments to your website, be able to map out a plan, give you a timeline on how long that will take, how long it will take Google to index it, the hope for what rankings you'll get, and the increase in traffic based on the projected traffic those keywords are going to bring. You're going to want to have all of this minimal tasks that are expected to be done within the budget that you're planning to use. So that way, as they do this executive summary, they can actually show tasks that are being done within that timeline and results that are coming about because of those tasks. Pretty simple stuff, but again, a lot of guys don't even do this. All right, last thing to look for, and this one is kind of funny, but number 7 is your gut instinct. And I know that's not a technical thing at all, but trust me, when you talk with people, if you just feel like, okay, this guy's saying all the right things, he seems pretty smooth and all that, like it might just not feel right. It's okay to walk away if everything looks right, but just doesn't feel right. Depending on how long you've been in business, you're going to be able to know whether or not someone's going to be a good fit for your business or not a good fit. So don't sell yourself short and just go with somebody who's saying all the right things, even if it feels a little off. You might be tired of interviewing companies. You might be tired that you even have to do this because you've gone with companies before and they were just terrible. But trust me, if it just doesn't feel right when you're talking to them, it's not going to get any better than that, especially when you have to start working with them, having these meetings with them, calls with them, all that. You want to make sure that it's somebody that you can actually trust, enjoy talking to, feels right, understands your business, and is frankly just, you guys get along. All right, so there's my 7 things to look for when you're thinking of hiring an SEO company or any marketing company in 2026. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I'm sure anybody else in the community could add down there as well anything else that they look for. Otherwise, thanks for watching.